A very good afternoon and welcome to UBC Lunchtime News. I am Brian Byaruhanga. And to our first story. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is also the NRM presidential candidate, has pledged 2 new wealth creation funds targeting unemployed graduates and religious leaders. Speaking at a campaign rally in a Park district on Friday, Museveni emphasized that the funds will empower beneficiaries to start their own enterprises and contribute to Uganda's economic growth. In addition to the pledge, the president unveiled a comprehensive health facility upgrade plan for a Park district covering all levels from the parish to the constituency. Aguta Philip brings us to speed.
The NRM presidential candidate, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, still continues with his vote hunt in Lango sub-region. On Friday, Mr. Museveni held mega rally in Apat and Kwania districts. The NRM presidential candidate says if he is voted, he will set aside funds for unemployed graduates and religious leaders.
I also want to start a fund for university graduates. If you are a university graduate and you have not got a job for 2 years, I want you to come to this fund here. And you borrow and you do your own things. I also want to start circles for the religious groups, the leaders. We, the ordinary Christians and Muslims, we are in the parish. But the reverend, the father, the sheikh, we shall create circles for them according to their dioceses.
Also unveiled is a comprehensive health facility upgrade and service for Apat district, from the parish level to sub-county up to the constituency level.
There is a health center in Maruzi constituency with 2 doctors. But they don't have ambulance. We shall provide that ambulance.
The president urged the people to utilize the parish development model and other wealth creation programs to create wealth in their homes, since the necessary infrastructure like the roads, electricity and other services are now available.
I am appealing to Ugandans. Please use this PDM money to get yourselves out of poverty. Each year we have been sending 100 million per parish.
Museveni was accompanied by several senior NRM leaders, including Vice President Jessica Alupo, NRM Secretary General Richard Todong, Second National Vice Chairperson Female Anita Among, and Government Chief Whip Hamson Oboa. All of them echoed the call for Lango sub-region voters to support Museveni in the upcoming election.
The people of Lango, like all the people of Uganda, should vote for His Excellency the President because of the good programs which the President has implemented and is implementing in the country and here in Lango, including the most important, which is peace and security, the most important, which is human resource development, UPE and USE, and the most important, wealth creation, OWC, PDM.
We are very grateful because of the peace that you've created in Uganda. Now we have schools, we have hospitals, the place is generally peaceful.
Ways of PDM, in the ways of your healthcare, in the ways of your education system, in the ways of the hygiene of your home, in the ways of the peace and security around your home.
District leaders in Apache also praised the president for the significant development realized under his leadership, citing improved infrastructure and service delivery.
The most important thing now, when we have all this, is the PDM.
I've already had part of the President's manifesto and they're planning to put skilling hubs in every district. What does this mean? Our youth who are maybe redundant, our youth who have not had opportunities, for example, in terms of going to school or something like that.
The NRM campaign trail will take a 2-day break before resuming on Monday, with President Museveni scheduled to hold rallies in Lira City and Kole districts. Philip Aguta for UBC News in Apache.
President Museveni there for you campaigning in both Apa and Kwanya. Now we continue with NRM in Kwanya. And nearly 40 years in power, what reasons do the people of Lango have for voting the National Ruling Resistance Movement party back into the presidency? What else remains pending for the party to accomplish in the sub-region? These are some of the questions leaders in the area positively answered as President Museveni rallied the people of Kwanya behind his re-election bid. Henry Okrut brings us to speed.
No one is at home. We have all turned here to come and say thank you to our president, to our flag bearer.
On this approximately 50-kilometer newly constructed road from Lira to Apache districts, they travel. Kwanya district is just in between, which makes transportation much better than before within Lango sub-region.
He gave us a tarmac from Rekunyu that is passing here, Lira, up to Achuliburu in Kitgum, and we are really very grateful.
To the area leaders, this is just reason enough to vote NRM back into national leadership.
We also have expansion of tarmac roads. Rekunye Apache to Lira is now almost in the completion. And we have also the monies that is now going direct to the electorate, to the wananchi.
The load was deplorable. Too many potholes, the crossover by rivers and lakes. So now it takes you a few minutes to reach Lira. Right now we are from Apache town. It took us less than 15 minutes to reach here. And going to Lira, 20 minutes, we are already there in Lira.
This is not all. Peace, which was always in short supply, is now in abundance.
People of Lango believe that they must continue to support NRM, they must continue to support President Museveni. Initially, after 3, 4, 5 years, government is overthrown, people suffer, but NRM came to stabilize the country, give peace, and also democracy, that there is a free and fair election from time to time. So this is among the reasons that people of Lango are standing with the NRM, and in the next election, they will still stand with NRM and vote President Museveni.
NRM brought peace in northern Uganda. We suffered from LRA insurgencies where we were sleeping in camps, but now NRM government fought out the LRA rebels that had taken peace away from northern Uganda.
So, as the three flags flew to usher in President Yoweri Museveni, who is also the NRM presidential candidate, leaders asked for more.
We have been majorly concentrating on annual crops, beans, maize, soya beans that are hit by change in weather and climatic change. So our campaign right now is that government must support the people of Lango to take on the production of coffee, which have got a higher global demand. Production of poultry. Lango traditionally was a poultry producing community. Now it must be put to commercial level and at a higher level, supported by change in technology, hybrid, fast growing chicken and eggs. That's what we are putting before the president.
I want our youth to be trained on courses that when they finish they have the job, what we call hands-on, not white-collar jobs. The government should build and furnish the technical vocational schools in each and every sub-county in Lango.
As the president takes a brief break from the campaigns to attend to some national issues, the NRM message remains: protecting the gains, with peace being one of the core. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Thank you so much, Henry, for that. Now, from the NRM camp, let's cross over to NOP. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, the National Unity Platform presidential candidate, has promised the people of Busoga, regional capital cities, free education and agricultural development, particularly for sugarcane and rice farmers. Let's take a look.
Today marks the 5th day of campaigns for the presidential candidates. National Unity Platform Party presidential flag bearer Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu toured Mayuge and Iganga districts, where he introduced NUP candidates at various levels and addressed large rallies. Along the campaign trail, supporters cheered and followed him in vehicles, on border borders and on foot. Kyagulanyi later arrived at Mayuge District Headquarters Stadium, where crowds had gathered. Residents expressed excitement at meeting Kyagulanyi and presented their demands, calling for improvements in education, agriculture and fishing sectors once he is elected president. Some of the new parliamentary candidates also urged him to prioritize reforms in these sectors. Kyagulanyi pledged to revamp the education system, raise salaries for teachers, doctors, the police and the army, and improve healthcare service delivery. He further promised to establish regional capital cities and ensure fishermen operate freely without military harassment. On his way to Iganga, however, Kyagulanyi's convoy was blocked by police and the army. He expressed dissatisfaction with the security agencies, saying he would petition the Electoral Commission over the matter.
From NUP now, let's cross over to ANT. The Alliance for National Transformation ANT Party presidential candidate, General Retired Mugisha Muntu, was in Rubirizi rallying support for his presidential candidature. At Katerera Town Council in Rubirizi District, General Mugisha Muntu urged residents to vote for him, promising to address many challenges affecting the community, including poor infrastructure and poor health service. Let's take a look.
General Mugisha Muntu, the Alliance for National Transformation Party presidential candidate, spent most of the day campaigning in Rubirizi District, where he unveiled his manifesto to the people of Katerere Town Council.
Kwibe sente nobuya kumanya ngo kwiba kwa sente nikimasha ngo umuntu yaza kufera mu irwaro atene mubazi abana atakorego ryo muntu ngana yireo.
During his rally, Muntu outlined his vision for Uganda's development, focusing on infrastructure development, fishing and coffee farming.
Obwingi bw'abantu baba bino kweyikirizamo kandi cya kabiri bakumanya ngo no bakwereze imisoro e government eri kukozesa okwikirizaoko niko kuleta empinduka mu mahanga gona.
Many similar to the rest of the country, like lack of drugs in government hospitals, the expensive nature of healthcare because they don't have opportunities for treatment in government hospitals because of lack of drugs and attention, and therefore they resort to private clinics which are expensive, so it's a pressing need for them.
He urged the people of Rubirizi to make the right choice come 2026 and vote for Alliance for National Transformation Party presidential candidate.
I like to ask the Ugandan people, make choices out of the interests that you have, not emotional. I keep telling people, you don't have to like me, you only have to trust me, because I've got the capabilities to do the things that will respond to your challenges as an individual, as a family, as a community, as a nation.
Muntu attributing the poor road network, poor health systems to poor governance, promising to rectify this anomaly once entrusted with the leadership of this country.
The debt burden on them. Many people are stuck in debts from circles, from borrowing from private lenders, and at very high or exorbitant interest rates. They have that challenge. And then there is fear of harassment from the state security apparatus. And our response to all this was that the biggest challenge that they are faced with is similar to what the rest of the country is faced with.
Haruna Mutesasira, UBC News.
Thank you so much, Haruna, there for you. Now, as part of commemorating World Service Day, the Lions Club of Kampala visited the Kampala School for the Physically Handicapped in Mengo, where they extended relief items to learners at the institution. Now, the club members were joined by District Governor 411B, Lion Tash Naturinda, in this charity visit. Let's take a look.
The Kampala School for the Physically Handicapped, located in Mengo, is home to children with various physical disabilities and has become a safer haven for them.
And not every parent would give their children the money to start saving with a club. So they requested, can we do a project so that we have like a Tandikwa? You know?
Yes, they sell to the school.
Now the school buys their vegetables. And their club.
In a show of service, the Lions Club of Kampala host the oldest Lions Club in Uganda, together with District Governor Lion Tash Naturinda, donated relief food items to the school in line with the club's hunger alleviation program. The members also shared a meal with the children, a gesture aimed at showing that they too matter and deserve to be celebrated. In addition, the club established a vegetable garden at the school where learners are trained in basic agricultural skills. The harvest from the garden now supplements their daily meals.
Financial management, that if I get this from this, I'll get this. So like they know how to save their money, not just eating it. They know that after, we can't just, not one season, we have to sell, then get money for another season. So as in that process.
proclaim the day, the district governor and club members later proceeded to Nanura's residence in Bina, Luzira, for an evaluation meeting on completed and pending activities. The Lions Club of Kampala hosts currently boasts 89 members and is working to increase its membership further.
Thank you, Sudat. There. Government has over time initiated programs to curb the different social challenges in Karamoja to boost education, poverty alleviation, among others. Complementing government efforts, Advocates Coalition for Development and Environment, in partnership with Karamoja Herders of the Horn, have unveiled a project in the region to promote private sector investment in climate-smart agriculture, aiming to enhance resilience in the region. Now working with the natives, the two organizations aim at promoting sustainable development, environmental conservation, and climate resilience in the region. Let's take a look.
Karamoja is transitioning. Pastoralism in Karamoja is getting more commercialized. I would put up to 90% pastoral investments is for commercial or financial reasons. So the pastoralists are fully in the money economy. And what this means is that the state and the president's agenda of getting a substantive number of Ugandans into the money economy, as seen in the current manifesto, but also over the last planning phases in the P4. It means we are already getting there and meeting the government in the middle. So ensuring the integrity and the accessibility of our conservation areas is important.
We also, our own government, enhance children's housing and youth inclusive budgeting to ensure that the issues of women that colleagues talked about and youth in service delivery, employment are adequately addressed.
All that cannot be achieved if governance and accountability is not.
If you have come here to help us, we are requesting you to take our voices, the voice of the voiceless, to the government. We can't push Pian, Bokora, this way again to die together with us. They must grow food.
Vandalism is an offense punishable by up to 10 years in jail.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Jinja Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Ebiseera by'okusaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukalungiriza n'akatono. Ono kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu tumukalipagano ka bivuga. siripsi kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala nkoko ku ssimu ye ey'omungalo ekikola kyangu nnyo wigawunyizi star 165 star 8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa obukozesa apu ya MTN ate kati okola ekyolwaleero MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited evunaanyizibwa banka enkulu ya Uganda.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Now UBC Lunchtime News continues with business. The Uganda Manufacturers Association Trade Fair has entered its second day with a renewed call to promote product quality and sustainability in local manufacturing. The 11-day expo is bringing together business to business, business to government, and business to consumer interactions under one roof. Mary Namokose brings us to speed.
We bring our manufacturers in direct contact with our showgoers. For the next 11 days, they will have a chance to explain to our showgoers exactly what it is that they're doing, what it is that they've brought as a new product. So it's an event that brings business to business, business to government, and then business to the end user, all under one roof for a great 11 days.
What I've seen so far is very exciting, because the numbers now are so many. The different products, the innovation is just coming out so well, and the packaging is beginning to make a difference. We've always been accused that we're not quite there on packaging, but so far what I've looked at, it's all very inviting, very innovative in the way they are doing things, unique ways of presenting their products, and it's exciting. And when BS is all about standards, our job is to make sure that products meet the requirements of the standard so that the consumer is not affected in any way and they can enjoy the product for what it is. So a lot of what we're seeing has actually been certified, and that's what gave it access to the market.
So I am one of the testimonies to this egg, as well as others who have tested this egg. So this egg has been around for 4 years now, and we are still trying to see how to share this same benefits with as many as possible, from those who are in hospitals, them flow into their bloods every other time. So if you taste our local chicken, it's as good as the other local chicken.
Required to be able to have our vendors here. We've been able to make significant movement so far by aggregating almost 250 vendors with over 2,000 products available, Ugandan-made, Ugandan-owned products.
Here, I say choose Itoto. In this expo, we give you ghee-made products. It doesn't smell ghee at all, so you are going to smear it like any other lotion that you know, but in this case, it is richer, very hydrating.
Now, serve with excellence is noble was the guiding theme behind the Accountancy Service Awards 2025 organized by the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Uganda. The annual event convened members of the accountancy fraternity, government officials, corporate leaders, and media professionals to honor individuals and institutions that have exemplified professionalism, integrity, and distinction in service to humanity through the accountancy profession. Let's take a look.
The Minister of State for Finance, Henry Musasizi, commended Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Uganda for its continued effort in promoting integrity, diligence, and ethical leadership among professionals. Speaking at the 10th Accountancy Service Awards held at the Sheraton Hotel, Kampala, Musasizi reaffirmed government's commitment to supporting the growth of the accountancy profession as a key driver of financial discipline and transparency in Uganda.
I'm pleased to report that the government is prescribing the adoption of accrual accounting among public sector organizations and we move toward full IPSAS adoption. Through continuous sensitization, with the support of the Institute, I believe that we shall soon make progress in this area.
The president of ICPAO, CPA Timothy Edimu, and the chief executive officer, CPA Derek Nkaja, underscored the importance of recognizing excellence as means of motivating professionals to uphold the highest standards of accountability and service.
Every accountant excellently supporting business unit and collectively supporting our economy to grow. It is the purpose why we chose an occasion to recognize each other through the various activities we do.
Thank you very much. This is not as simple as it looks inside the doctors. Without each of you tonight would not have been possible. Thank you for that service.
The 2025 awards recognized exceptional performance across 9 categories: Media Personality of the Year, Unique Humanitarian Award, Institutional Partner of the Year, Woman Accountant of the Year, Finance Team of the Year, Accounting Firm of the Year, Young Accountants of the Year, CPA of the Year, and the Distinguished ICPAO Gold Service Award. Among the night's top honorees, CPA Ben Patrick Kagoro received the ICPAO Gold Service Award presented by Henry Musasizi for his outstanding dedication and distinguished contribution to the profession.
I dedicate this award not to myself, but to the people who trusted me. These people who trusted me are people I worked with, my former employment, especially Bank of Uganda, that is Dr. Will Cassidy, who trusted me so much. He gave me a lot of creative ability to ask me to act in his position in his award.
The CPA of the Year Award went to CPS Stephen Musherure, recognized for his innovation, leadership and excellence in financial management. The Media Personality of the Year Award was presented to Habimana Deo Gracious, a journalist with the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC, for his exceptional reporting and advocacy for financial literacy and accountability.
Between us and accountants is very, very small. You count numbers, you count words. You ensure integrity, we do the same. You ensure truth, we do the same. And in all to serve the public. I also ignore that concerning that others will be speaking. I want to say that I appreciate you wholeheartedly.
Other winners included CPA Ann Nambalirwa, named Woman Accountant of the Year for her mentorship and leadership in advancing women in finance. Stanbic Bank, Uganda's finance department, which clinched the Finance Team of the Year Award, and BDO East Africa, recognized as Accounting Firm of the Year.
The Bible says that whatever talents that God gave you, if you use it to multiply, and always tell people that you need to be like an avocado, so that when people eat the fruit, the seed remains and it germinates.
It has come at the right time. We need to put hands together to fight drugs in schools. Thank you so much.
The Young Accountant of the Year Award, commended for his innovation, ethics and early career excellence, while UNICEF Uganda received the Institutional Partner of the Year Award for its support towards financial accountability initiatives.
I am working so hard that whenever I meet a young accountant, I encourage them. Whenever they are stressed into divert the profession into pressure, we talk, and I'm really humbled by the Institute. Thank you so much for recognizing this effort.
The ceremony reaffirmed ICPAO's commitment to upholding professional standards, promoting ethical leadership, and fostering a culture of excellence and service.
much, Dan Mugoya, for that. An award scooped by our very own senior editor here at UBC, that is Deogracious Habimana. Thanks, buddy, for holding the bar high. Now, UBC Lunchtime News has come to the very end. I am Brian Tumwine Byaruhanga. Good afternoon and God bless Uganda.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. Uganda will celebrate her 63rd Independence Day anniversary on Thursday the 9th of October 2025. Independence Day commemorates the nation's freedom from British rule, which occurred on the 9th of October 1962. This year, the celebrations will be held at Colonial Ceremonial Grounds under the theme 63 Years of Independence, a reason to double our efforts in sustaining a united and progressive nation. The event will be presided